Here are three things that I would like to see being part of the next autumn budget as a 25-year-old who bought their first property with a partner this year. The first thing I'd love to see is an improvement to the lifetime ISA product. I used this product this year when I bought my property because it was under the £450,000 threshold, but this amount has been frozen since the product was introduced, and I know a lot of friends and colleagues who refuse to use the product because they know that this amount doesn't go as far anymore. And I can't really disagree with this. If I was buying in the next few years, I wouldn't know if the house I'd want would fit within this. And because you get penalised on the way out, it's an even bigger risk. So I think that this could really be reformed by either raising the upper bracket and also by removing the 6% tax on your money if you withdraw it for another reason that's not to buy your first time house. The second thing would be a change to stamp duty policy for first time buyers. The current government refused to uphold the relief implemented by the Conservatives in 2022, and currently first-time buyers only get stamp duty relief up to, which, when they can hear people saying that £450,000 isn't really an adequate threshold for someone looking to buy a first property, I don't see why this wealth tax should be imposed on someone who's just starting out in life and is buying their very first property. Our purchase completed very close to the changing deadline, and had we completed after it was amended, this would have meant an extra £6,050 out of our pockets, which is basically the entire cost of furnishing the house or getting set up in those first few months. And I don't think it's easy to ask someone to save an extra £6,000, so I really think that this should be looked at. And the final thing that I'd love to see is more pressure from the government on banks to have savings products which actually give rates close to what inflation and the base interest rate really is. Currently, it feels like saving products from major players get away with being so far from what the base interest rate really is. And to achieve savings interest, which is anywhere close to staying in line with inflation, you often need to have a minimum of £5,000 put in these accounts. And I feel like this really penalises the people who, maybe early out in their journey and need an emergency fund or aren't ready to put all of their money into investments yet. So I think that a better balance needs to be struck between saving and investing, and that the government could do more to regulate products in the market. Let me know in the comments what you think is coming in the autumn budget and if there are any changes that you'd particularly like to see.